And good Friday morning, peeps. How are you guys doing? I'm raising my cup of coffee to you and the fact that it is a thank God it's Friday. We've been in the middle of snowstorms, so it's been snow days most of the week, but it still feels like a time to celebrate the end of this week. And the sun is shining, and the wind is not blowing so hard. So that big storm is in the rearview mirror right now. Let's see. And what else is in the rearview mirror is most of the month of February. In fact, we started doing the live streams with the day before this, what the slide says there. See, a value of a hot mess, August Wilson, Thursday, 26th January 2023. And we started it with the day before I found the thumbnails to figure out how to work the thumbnails anyway. And today is February 24th. So it's been about a month of live streams showing up every day, 5 days a week for 10 minutes, take 10 at 10. And we're so glad to have you here. Each day I figure out something a little different. Each day we get a little bit let me see. Each day we get a little bit more proficient at stuff. Obviously, still not seamless whatsoever, right? But that's okay. There's value in the hot mess, and I'm gonna. And that is worth repeating. Actually, that of all of the different live streams that we've done this week, this month, or actually since we have been doing the live streams, which has been a month, the value of the hot mess is consistently one of the highest ranking ones for that, which is like very amazing to me. So thank you for that, and thank you for sticking with me. It's only going to get better from here, and we're only going to be building more and more community from here. Let's take a look at August Wilson again. I keep every time I love August Wilson. If you guys don't know him, he's an amazing playwright. And thanks to the efforts of Denzel Washington, a lot of his plays, because he's a wonderful playwright, are starting to be translated into video. I think there was a PBS version even of his play Fences on maybe Masterpiece Theater or something like that. That was decades ago. And of course, I think there was a film with that. And then Ma Rainey's, I think Denzel Washington also brought that play into film as well. And that's the first time I think I heard of August Wilson was, about the mid 80s with the Ma Rainey's. I believe it was on Broadway. I just remember that being a wonderful, fresh voice in American theater, right? August Wilson, amazing guy. So I think it's more than fitting that we started this live stream journey with him. And then a month later, we're going to, because of course it was not Black History Month, because I wasn't even thinking about that when we started. And as I said, I've just got Black voices as American voices and other voices just mixed up in the Chicory Chicks mix, and I did that like 5 to 7 years ago, depending. I did it over about a 2-year period, so I've got about 2 years. I've got 2 years of this before I even have to do more of these memes, I guess you'd call them. Yeah, these graphics with the quotes, and just getting a little bit better. Next month, the slide presentations are a little bit cleaner. I've already uploaded those, and they look a lot nicer than this format. You can see that I've got the little nubbies on either side and things like that. And I've done away with that. So we're getting slightly more professional as we go. And that's okay. Let's revisit what he said, because it's worth revisiting. Confront the dark parts of yourself. Your willingness to wrestle your demons will cause your angels to sing. And I think at the beginning of the month, I was emphasizing the hot value of the hot mess. Confront the dark parts of yourself, because even in the darkness, there's value. Right? There is a value to what you feel uncomfortable maybe looking at. But it's not just the act of looking at that, there's buried treasure. You got to find your buried treasure. And as you wrestle with the demons, and are they demons, right? I think of Israel, the concept of it was an angel. It's an angel or a demon. It's just a superhuman thing that they were wrestling with, that Jacob was wrestling with, right? And will cause your angels to sing. Demons, angels, kind of two sides of the same kind of coin there. There is this really helped me out as a kid, and I've had 3 recurring nightmares in my life. So I'm not one. I embrace my dream world. I've always found solace, no matter what was going on in my everyday life. The dream world was quite the wonderful respite. But at the same time, sometimes you can think things in dreams that are hard to confront in your day-to-day life, and they come out as nightmares quite often as I'm talking to people, counseling clients, whatever, and the tool that I was given as a kid was, no matter who appears in your dreams, they have a gift to give you. And the biggest gifts come from the demons. So it comes from the nightmares. So you just have to ask, no matter what they're trying to do to you, you ask them, what is the gift that you've got for me? Because they all have a gift. That doesn't mean that we all deserve things, right? And so what I've done is I've brought that into my waking life as well. So I'm like, oh, this is, how did I step in this big pile of dog doo, right? I mean, we're looking at that thinking, oh my God, how could I have prevented that? And that's the first thing, right? I am not advocating stepping in anything that you can avoid, right? So first, try not to step in it. But second, well, we can't avoid everything. So we've stepped in it. So now it's like, okay, it's very clear. It's very clear what the downside to this event is, right? Very clear. But I need your help in helping me find the best that can come out of this situation. And that's not blaming the victim. That is empowering the victim, right? It's not their fault. If they tried their best to get out of the situation or with the tools that they had at hand, it's not their fault that they're in that situation. But to help that person, you just have to figure out what they can gain out of that. And so many times we feel that if we say, we got something out of it, that somehow it makes it our fault, or it makes it so this thing should have happened. And I don't believe either one of those things. I really don't. How about you guys? Put it in the comments. Like I said, even if it's the replay, put it in the comments. Because you know what I plan to do with this is I'm rolling out the YouTube channel. I'm also going to be, reinvigorating some of my Facebook pages, which I've already done. I got to stare down that LinkedIn profile. That's another one of my demons that I'm confronting. And my biggest bugaboo right now is my blog. I taught myself WordPress in 2008. I still have an active blog out there with, I think, literally thousands of comments that I have not approved. I need to get in there and clean up that darn mess. And part of that cleanup and part of that wrestling with those demons, getting my life together again, is to take what we're doing here and convert that into blog posts. So whereas hopefully the goal is to have this not about what I think about this stuff, but what you guys think about this stuff. Showcasing you guys, not me. And then I take that and I repurpose that into a blog post so that your voices can be there as well. And then I can add my 2 cents, because for me, it is 2 cents. The main thing is, here we got August Wilson, confront the darkest parts of yourself. Your willingness to wrestle with your demons will cause your angels to sing. That's the most important thing. Really, your reactions towards that is the super most important thing. And then I come along and archive it and kind of, tidy it up a little bit and put what I think on there too. Anyway, that's the vision. Thank you for playing along. All right. And we'll see you on Monday. Have a blessed weekend.